Right guys, hello and welcome. This is the first episode of my new YouTube series. I've just finished the day job running timber. I'm just parking the lorry up here, getting in my dad's car and heading home, go back to the yard. And today we're going to have a wee look at Sandy. He's been working away on one of the timber crane cabs. It was damaged about half a year ago, quite badly, and we were hoping to just get a new one, but absolutely extortionate. So Sandy, who is a painter to trade, he's a driver just now for us, but he's very knacky with his hands, and we're going to go have a look and see what he's done, try to fix it up. And then after that, the Longline is out of hibernation, so we're going to have a wee look at that, maybe take it a wee road run, because it's slipping out of gear. We need to find out what's the problem. Right, check this out. This is my dad's work car slash family car slash escort vehicle. A wee bit of everything. The old Volvo. It's also great for impersonating the police, but not really, because when you got behind somebody who's maybe in your road, let's say, if you got behind them and all they see is this in the mirror, they get a wee... Jesus! That's the chicken away bite. I sorry, Jesus. I'm not good with air horns. So, as I was saying, they tend to check the mirrors a wee bit and get a fright and let you by, so it's perfect when the roads are busy. So let's head home and we'll go see this crane cab. And by the way, when I say I'm heading home, it's an hour and a half's drive from where we leave the lorry, so I'll quickly show what I can see in my commute home. Absolutely beautiful. This is the Isle of Gia, that's the Paps of Jura, and that is Isla up there. And the further down we get over this way is Northern Ireland. So we're right down the west coast here at Campbelltown. Very rural. It's hard for a logistics company because there's only one road in, one road out. There's not multiple ways in. But we get by, obviously, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I absolutely love where I stay. Right, well that's me back home. I'll get into the office and sort out the paperwork for the week, and then we'll go have a wee look about and see what's happening. Right, first port of call is I'm going up here to the top garage, we call it. It's like an old extra garage we've got. And I'm going to have a wee look at the crane cab that Sandy's fixed up. See how we're going with it. Oh, aye. Wow, what a job he's made of that. The last time I seen this, it was all bent here, smashed to bits. Obviously the glass is still not there, but he's a talented man, I'll give him that. So how did this fall off? That is the question. You know, nothing was broken on it, so we had a wee bit of investigating to do. And see here, it slides up and down the fixed base on the crane via these bits here, and as you can see here, this one here is adjustable and these ones are fixed. So what happened, we think, was these ones are basically, when something's moving, something's got to wear. It's going to wear over time, and we through inexperience of this, we've just been adjusting these to tighten it up when it went slack. But what's happened is we've tightened them up for so long that these fixed ones on this side have went flat. So because of that, it slipped off basically on the rough forest roads, and once one corner came out, the rest of it, the next bump just flipped out and boom, landed on the ground, and an absolute disaster. Crane cab was wrecked, had to removed the crane cab, and we've got an old independent crane. We took the cab off of it and put it onto the lorry for now, because we had to get it back working again ASAP. It's just a pity it wasn't doing videos at the time, or it would have been good to capture it. But we thought this crane cab was done basically, but Sandy being knacky and being able to turn his hand to this kind of thing saved the company a fortune, and it's also a good bit of work for him, something different than driving, you know. Let's have a wee look about what else is here. Oh, 143. We'll have a wee look at this another time in a bit more detail, but that's my old man's new baby. Very tidy.
But aye, that was more or less just jarring for the other side there in the back of the seat.
Aye.
The window frame has still got a bend in it.
Right.
That's quite a dear bit. So we can make a day with that.
Aye, is this the one you're on about, just having it fixed?
Back half of this window will be fixed.
Aye.
No, because I've got one of the runners. I'm not sure if it's got a runner at the top or if it just fits in a void. But this one here probably need to be fixed because we've lost all the runners.
Aye.
Which is a shame because it's perfectly straight.
I know.
You know. Because again, it was just a lot of pulling and pushing and working on the bench to straighten it up. It was bent almost.
That was the worst bit, wasn't it?
Aye, it was like bent maybe about 30 degrees at the top there, and the same there. There was a tyre mark in the window.
Was it?
Aye. So we know where it's been.
God's sake.
But no, other than that.
Aye, no, you're right. So I forgot we lost the door. We went back
the
and
door
found
was
it
lying
at
in our castle.
Aye.
Aye, the door was lying away down at the bottom of the road.
No, it's looking
and
great.
actually, these, they were the Hoora estate.
Aye.
You recording this just?
Yep.
Aye.
They'll not know what Hoora is.
Aye.
Hoora is Hamilton slang.
They were bent right back as well, so they were straightened up, cut off, straightened up, welded back on.
Aye.
So now all we're waiting on is the window, which has been custom cut for the front one and the side ones ourselves.
Alright, it's good. What a difference anyway.
It's better than a new, well, better than buying a new. It's maybe not better than a new, but it's better than buying one.
Oh, definitely.
And this here, we're just going to dress up with a bit of checker.
Aye, that would
Cut
do.
a checker plate the same size, 'cause that's over £1,000 that time.
Is it?
Aye.
Jesus.
It's about, coming in about £1,100.
God's sake.
Aye, we were checking the other day, they're back through. That was last year as well.
Aye. Aye, no, it's just looking good.
So, we'll do.
Right, let's get a wee look around this Longline then. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, this is very rare, this Longline. Not only is it a 150 tonner, it's an 8-wheeler, and there was only 2 of these ever built by Scania with the 8-wheeler configuration. They were side by side when they were built, and funnily enough they both ended up in Scotland, and we've got one of them. Not from new, we just bought it a few years ago and refurbished it. Right, anyway, we'll go take a wee test drive and see how this gearbox is. Hopefully it's okay while it's empty. Worth pointing out, this is actually the best sounding truck we've got as well. It's my favourite. 4 Series are just so much fun. Brilliant. Pipes. Right, let's go. Wind it down so you can hear the noise. Left hook arc, which I am not used to at all. We'll give it a go though. Not gonna lie, I just turned the pipes off because the traffic police were there. I can't be arsed getting a wee row. It's so weird driving a left hooker. You just feel like you're way too far over. But I'm actually basically in the middle of the road right now. So far so good with the gears, absolutely no problem at all. slipped out of gear there. So what was that? That was sixth high split. It takes some getting used to this left hook. I can see I'm over the white line on that side, but it honestly feels like I'm in the verge on this side. It's just such a weird feeling. Just that used to driving over that side and just know exactly where you are on the road. Fun. A 4 Series is fun. Best lorry ever made. So good, man. I'm gonna give this the beans. Hopefully you can hear this as good as I can. Basically this was a RAF base 20 years ago or something like that, so there's it's a huge big airfield. So we're going to go up and down the taxiway and see if the gears are slipping or not. It's already slipped once on the way out there, but nothing major to be honest. The problem is if this gearbox needs taken out, because it's a long line cab, the cab's away back and it's over the gearbox, so the gearbox can't come up the way when you remove it, and to get it down the way, the axle is in the way, the second steer axle, so you need to remove the axle. So a gearbox is a big enough job in a lorry, and never mind having to strip an axle off it as well. So ideally we're not needing to touch this, and see, to be honest, if it's not really 100% bad, we'll probably just wing it, to be honest. While I check these gears out, please take a minute to enjoy the beauty of this truck. When we first got this, it was in dire need of a full refurb, and the end product was designed and completed to honour my late granda Charlie, who sadly passed away in 2017, and this is our tribute to him. This is him in his younger days on this side of the truck, along with some of our older lorries from back in the day. This is a 4 Series, but we gave an R Series grille facelift to it. And on the near side here, we've got my granda in his later years, along with some of the more modern trucks we've had. Right, so I've been up and down the runway a few times now, and it seems okay. Slipped maybe once or twice, but as I said, I just don't think it's worth all that. It probably 2 days getting the gearbox out of this, send it away to get fixed, whatever it is, and then 2 days getting it back in, to be honest, because you've got to remove the axle, and it's just hard to get to the top of the gearbox because the cab's so big. So I think, to be honest, we would probably just leave it, but it was worth checking out anyway, and it's actually great news that we don't need to pull this out. But I'm going to quickly show you around about the inside, and then I'll need to head back in to town and get it parked up, and that'll be us for today. So in here, the classic 4 Series dash. As I said before, the interior was done by Special Interior in Holland. We wanted it grey and black because we were using it as a work truck, so we didn't want nice light colours where they could get dirty easily. So it's not going to be used as a work truck now because it's just too old. It's 20 years old now, and it's just a waste on something so rare to be using it hard at work, at pulling wind turbines and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, 4 Series dash, nice comfy leather chairs. We've got CB and all your light switches up here. We've got the classic 4 Series top bunk above your head. Apparently this is the comfiest bed that Scania's ever made. And at the back here we've got some more fancy lighting. This is an aircon unit because the cab's so big. You can imagine at the end of the day in the summer it's going to be pretty hot back there because there's no airflow. So it's got the aircon unit on the roof, and obviously it comes in here and sorts you out, cools you down. Lots of cupboard space. Really tidy job. It's immaculate. A wee microwave. It's really tidy. You know, lots of storage space. You know, I would only use half of this if I was staying in it. We've got a lovely wee sofa here for chilling out at the end of your day. A wee table. What a difference that'll make. Just having a table to eat your dinner on. Fridge in here. Lovely wee Scania Longline sign. TV sunken into the wall. It's a nice effect. Got the wee downlights here as well, and underneath the bunk. Very smart. You know, you wouldn't mind staying away in this all week. No problem at all. But say it's just too old. 20 years old. Need to try to keep it good because we're just going to ruin it if we use it really hard. But yeah, I'm hoping to do a few shows with it this year. I've not done shows. In fact, I've never done shows. It's only my dad that really goes to them with the old lorries. But I've got this booked in for Truckfest. That's why it's out the garage, because oh, you can't see me. That's why we took it out of hiding, because we wanted to get this gearbox fixed before we went to Truckfest. But looks okay, so that's great news. So we'll go back in now, we'll park it up, and that'll be us for today. Right, we're going first person for the drive back in. And hopefully you can hear it as good as I can. But have a look at that. Imagine this was your daily drive. Do you know what I mean? What a weapon. Let's go. Right, try and keep over at the left camber. Into third. Right, work away. Keep it over. Honestly feels like I am in the grass here. The police. That's when you know you've got mates, when the police are flashing you. Yes. Ooh, I'm well over to the right. I cannot get used to this. I feel like I'm just touching the grass there. I'm miles away. What am I doing? It just feels so weird, like, ugh. Like, I feel like I'm gonna smack this tree. Probably would have. Well, that's us back in the yard, guys. A wee bit of fun for the first video. Great news that we probably don't need to take this gearbox out. It's absolutely fine. Slight wee hiccup, that was all. But for the sake of what we'll be doing with it now, there's absolutely no point in stripping that for all the work it is. So yeah, that's the end of my video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe or whatever you're doing this thing, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. If not, it'll be a one-hit wonder. Right, cheers.